What is going on, guys? It's your boy Gamers Goon here today to go over AEW Double or Nothing. Now, as you see, last night, kind of left speechless. Now, I wanted to come in here today and I wanted to express to you guys my opinions on everything that went down last night. Now, the night started off with the buy-in, and Jesus, was the buy-in pretty good. That's what a pre-show should be, Vince. That's what a pre-show should be. Now, the buy-in started with the 22-man casino battle royale. It was supposed to be 21 men, but it was 22. I will talk about that in a little bit. But we started off the match with MJF in the first group. I was actually shocked. MJF is a guy I thought was going to be the guy, but with what we saw at the end of that, I have no problems with it. We had a lot of cool moments in this match. We had guys like Tommy Dreamer come out. We had a bunch of different people. Jimmy Havoc, he looked like a star in this match. Jimmy Havoc is a guy that I'm really high on, especially after what he did in the Casino Battle Royale. He had a staple gun in the Battle Royale, and he stapled a cigarette to this man's head. Joey Janela had a cigarette stapled to his head. That was the funniest, but yet something that made you, oh my lord, he actually did that. It looked like it hurt. And then Janela took a lot of spots in this match. There was one spot where when he did get eliminated, they put him through a table on the outside, and Jesus, the way he landed looked awful. He was already curled up. He looked like he might have broke his neck, broke his back. It looked awful. I thought Joey Janela was hurt, but he did tweet out that he's all fine after that. So, great thing for Joey Janela that he's good. And that ended up being towards the end of the match. Now we have, who was it? It was Jimmy Havoc, Luchasaurus, Hangman, and MJF. Now, all three of them teamed up on to MJF. MJF slid out of the ring. They basically forgot about him. They thought he was eliminated. Then we have Luchasaurus get eliminated. Actually, my bad. We had Jimmy Havoc get eliminated. Then Luchasaurus got eliminated by Adam Hangman Page by ducking under the rope. Hangman thought he won. MJF comes in, tries to throw him with the rope. Nope, doesn't work. Does not work. MJF gets caught. Hangman Page throws MJF out. Hangman Page is going to be in the match against whoever won the main event. I'm not gonna spoil it yet if you guys don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. Stay tuned. But Adam Page is getting the AEW World Championship main event whenever they decide to have that match. And quick side note, the AEW World Championship is a beautiful belt. That thing is 20 times better than anything in the WWE currently. Now, the next match is a match I've been personally hyping up because I like Sammy G. Now, a lot of people didn't know Sammy G heading into this match against Kip Sabian, and I didn't expect him to. Sammy G, you don't hear anything of Sammy G unless you've been watching Being the Elite. I like what Sammy G can do. But Sammy G in this match looked really good. He had a lot of cool spots where he did dives and flips and super kicks. He looked really good in this match. Same thing with Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian put on a fantastic show. Kip Sabian took a lot of spots for Sammy G to put Sammy G over, but Kip Sabian ended up winning. I don't know what Kip Sabian's finisher is, but that move was absolutely beautiful. Put him on the top, put him on his shoulders, kind of like a Falcon's arrow, but not really. It looked really good in there. The next one we had was actually the main show. The main show started. I was excited. Here we go. This is where we get good. Now, they wasted no time. It goes from the buy-in. Very good match with Sammy G and Kip Sabian. Lasted 10 minutes. And they're like, you know what? That was a great match. Let's throw a tag team out there. Let's have SCU, SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky go out against the Strong Hearts, Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindaman. Now, coming into this match, I knew Seema. I didn't know much about T-Hawk and El Lindaman, but in this match, Seema, he had a good spotlight in this match, but the guy I didn't expect to be spotlighted a lot in this match was El Lindaman. He had a lot of spots where he hit suplexes, kicked out of a lot of close calls. El Lindaman had a very good showing for the Strong Hearts. He made me a fan of him. I'd like to think that El Lindaman is going to be something special for the Strong Hearts, but SCU ended up winning. Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky in this match actually was sort of the guy that was the star. Now, as I said, El Lindaman looked really good in this match, but Scorpio Sky, he had a lot of very cool moves, a lot of high-flying athletic moves that made him look very good, and it ended up putting SCU over the Strong Hearts. So, like I said, I'm already a big SCU guy. I would really like to see Scorpio Sky and the rest of FCU become big in their division. Excuse me. But there's a whole lot of potential with Scorpio Sky. And as I said, El Lindaman and Seema also very impressive. The next match was a match that was sort of, kind of. I like this match. I like it. But it was kind of like the match that they used to use the big pop of the night. It wasn't the big pop of the night, but it was used for a big pop for the women's division. We had Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Kylie Ray. All three women were in the ring. Brandy Rose comes out. Everybody thinks Brandy is going to interject herself into the match, but no. She says, I don't want a great match. I want an awesome match. Out comes Awesome Kong, and I'm marked out. I was like, whoa. I did not expect that. Awesome Kong comes out, looks great. Awesome Kong did not look like she lost a beat. Very, very, very good. Now, a lot of this match was used to put Britt Baker and Kylie Ray over. Nyla Rose and Awesome Kong were both basically kind of like out of the picture. Nyla Rose had a couple good spots, same thing with Awesome Kong, but the main thing is Nyla Rose took out Awesome Kong, making Nyla Rose look like she's on the same level as Awesome Kong, which is great for Nyla Rose and Awesome Kong. I'd love to see that going forward. And Britt Baker and Kylie Ray got it done in the ring. Both women looked very good against each other. Britt Baker is the one that ended up winning. Like I said, it's not Kylie's time yet. It will be. It will be eventually, but it is not her time yet. She's got to build up the story of her fighting and clawing her way to becoming the top woman on their division. Now, this is probably one of the more entertaining matches of the night. Now, this match I really loved. It wasn't the best in-ring work. It was good. Still better than anything WWE's put on since Mania. But the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, faced Angelico and Jack Evans. There was a lot of color in this match. A very neon-oriented match. But the Best Friends, this match was built off the hug. You wanted to see the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, hug. They ended up hugging. They ended up beating Angelico and Jack Evans. And at the end of that match, they embraced in a hug with both of those guys. And hold on. While the lights turn off, I was like, oh my lord, who are we going to get? Are we going to get the Briscoes? Are we going to get somebody we don't expect? I didn't expect this at all. I didn't know who these guys were. These two guys come out, and they start beating up on Angelico, Jack Evans, and the Best Friends. It's great. I didn't know who these guys were. I was looking around. I was like, who are these guys? The lights turn off again. I was like, oh my lord, there's another tag team. No, they have minions. So these minions started beating up on each and every one of them. It was hilarious. Then, after that, I don't even remember who it was. Somebody. It wasn't Angelico, I know that. It wasn't Angelico. I don't think it was Jack Evans. I think it was one of the best friends. Don't quote me though. But they bring him in, and they sit on whoever it was. Pose. It's great. These guys looked good. I didn't know these guys, but what I'm hearing is they don't quote me on This is what I've heard from Twitter, from a couple people. Apparently, they're the Super Smash Bros. Um, Either way, they looked very good in their debut for AEW, and I'm looking forward to seeing whoever these guys are. If they are the Super Smash Bros., I'm looking forward to seeing them. If they go by a different name, my bad. I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys, but they look pretty good. The next match was a match that a lot of people, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but a few people were saying this was not that great of a match, and I liked this one. Now, do I think it was on one of the best matches on the card? No, not even close. But I really did enjoy this match. This match went 13 minutes. A lot of people were like, that's too long for this match, but I loved this match. In this match, I saw a couple people shine. We had Emi Sakura. She signed. She looked good. Asia Kong, obviously we knew who she was coming into it. She was featured heavily in this match as well. We also had Yuka Sakazaki. She was in this match. She didn't do as much as I thought she should. And we had Hikaru Shida, who looked great. Hikaru Shida had a phenomenal showing in this match. She didn't. I mean, she started off the match. She stayed away, and then she came in for the end sequence, which looked really good for her. Hikaru Shida obviously is the star out of this division. But I also do want to touch on Riho Abe. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name, but Riho, they said, has been wrestling for 13 years, and she's only 21. I mean, she's been wrestling since she's 8. That's crazy. That is crazy. And Riho looked really good in this match. Riho, she was a ball of energy that was entered into this match. I really did like what Riho did for them. And then Ryo Mizunami, she was probably the least of the people, but I really did enjoy this match. Now I'm fans of Hikaru Shida, Riho Abe, and Yuka Sakazaki. I cannot pronounce it. I want to say Sasaki, but it's not. Now, this next match was... I had to take a minute in this match. The match started with Cody Rhodes coming down in the ring with Brandy. Brandy comes out. She crowns him. Now, I'm just going to use this because it's the only thing I have. She crowns him. Here is the sledgehammer. She hands it to Cody. Cody comes over and he beats a very Triple H reminiscent chair with the sledgehammer. I was like, oh my lord, shots fired. This is great. This is exactly what it means. This is exactly what AEW is all about. Finally. Now, people were taking this the wrong way. They were saying, how are you going to do that? This is acting entitled. You're acting like you're acting cocky. You're doing all this. No. I want to mention this. At the Hall of Fame, Triple H said that they don't have to worry about a pissant company. Now, then you go on. Nobody complains about that. Nobody complains about it. And then, obviously, we have shots thrown throughout being the elite. I mean, it's not, they don't have a platform. It's just as much as me saying that, Roman Reigns is not good. I mean, like, it holds no value. It's not mainstream. It holds no value. It's just an opinion at that point. But the real thing is, Triple H made it mainstream. He made the comment mainstream. So why can't Cody come over and make a mainstream statement that they are here not only, I mean, it wasn't a shot at Triple H. It wasn't. He did that to show you guys that he is doing everything and anything possible to separate himself from whatever is going on in the WWE. He wanted to slay the throne. He wanted to take the throne. He wanted to dethrone the king. Sure, it's a shot, but you're looking too much into it. It's not that he hates Triple H. It's not because of that. No. He is doing it because, first off, Triple H started it, and second off, it is necessary. He wanted to make a statement. Cody Rhodes made a statement. I stand with him. Now, this match lasted 22 minutes and 30 seconds, and all 22 minutes and 30 seconds of this was well worth the wait. They build this as 33 years in the making, since Cody is 33 years old. This match started off very, very well. It didn't start off very well. It started off slow, but it built up very well. Obviously, they get the Dusty chance. Great. All great. Cody and Dustin Rhodes all playing up to the crowd. Dustin Rhodes pointing up to the sky. It's great. Now, they start going at it, and Dustin is thrown into the unexposed turnbuckle. It's exposed. It's there. Takes off the buckle, throws it off, gets thrown right into the unexposed turnbuckle. And then we have Brandy. You don't even know what she did, honestly. But she got ejected. And DDP came out, carried her out. Looks phenomenal. And during this, Dustin bladed himself. Now, he bladed himself deep, because throughout the rest of this match, this man was dripping blood. Like, I'm not talking about like a normal blade where you bleed a little. No, this man was pouring blood out, literally, for the next 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. This man, with like 20 minutes, or not even 20, like 10 minutes past when he bladed himself, was literally, he got put in one of Cody's moves. There was literally, when he pinned him, he kicked out, he was sitting sideways, there was blood, like an ounce of blood just flowing out of this man's head. And I was like, oh my lord, this man actually bladed himself deep. Dustin had his whole face covered in red. There was red all over Cody. Red in Cody's hair, red all over his chest, red all over his arms. There was red on Earl Hebner. All over Earl. I was like, Jesus. They really went all out for this. Now, I don't know if Dustin was supposed to bleed that deep. I don't know if Dustin made a mistake. But the amount of blood in that match was absolutely amazing. It called for it. It was a blood feud between Cody and Dustin. So that the way it ended looked very good. Cody ended up finally putting Dustin out. Cody walks away. But Cody comes back. Cody's like, you know what? I'm not done here. Cody comes in the ring, grabs a mic, and he's like, you know what, Dustin? You're not retiring here. I won't let you retire here. I put my name on the paper for next month's Fight for the Fallen. I actually believe he meant Fyter Fest. I don't know, honestly. Same thing. Fyter Fest is the next one. Maybe he's talking about Fight for the Fallen. It's not next month, though, Cody. But he's like, I have a match against the Young Bucks for the, I don't know if it's for the AAA championships, but he's like, I need a partner, and I want it to be my older brother, on the verge of tears. Now, this got me. I was like, oh, wow, Cody, don't do this to me, man. Cody, he might have got a couple tears there, but Cody called on Dustin to be his teammate. That was one of the best matches I've I've seen in a long time, and it was a very heartfelt match. I mean, everything about the Cody Dustin Rhodes match screamed um passionate. They seemed like they really wanted to change the world, and with what they did, I support everything and anything that Cody Rhodes does. I've done it since All In. I've done it since it was announced. Cody Rhodes is probably one of my favorite in the entire world. I wouldn't say he's the best professional wrestler in the world, but definitely one of my favorite characters in the entire world. Now, I don't even know how this is possible. I really don't. I don't know how this is possible. I tweeted it out before. I don't know how it's going to be possible, but the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks will find a way. Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes obviously put on a match that could be considered match of the year. But the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros, they did the same thing. Somehow they did a better match than what followed it, or preceded it. My bad. The Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros looked phenomenal. Penta looked phenomenal. Rey Fenix had a lot of crazy moves. Whether it was jumping off the rope, whether it was going onto the turnbuckles, I don't even know, but he had, I believe it was Nick Jackson, and he was going for a DDT on Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson was sitting on the ropes. He hit a DDT with a Hurricanrana. That move was absolutely beautiful. Crazy move. The Young Bucks also, obviously, Super Kick Party happened a lot. There was also a move that ended up winning the Young Bucks the match. I don't know what it's billed as. My bad. But they had this story where, you know how Penta just yanks the arm back, like he hurts the arm. I think it was Matt. It might have been Matt. But one of the Jacksons were in the ring holding up, I believe it was Rey Fenix, in the tombstone position. Couldn't do it. And the other one did a flip from the outside and helped shove him down. It was a beautiful spot. Now, I didn't think it was over. I thought it was kicking. I thought he was gonna kick out. There was a lot of near falls in this match. I thought he was kicking out one last time for another big moment, but he won. The Young Bucks won. I was like, wow. That match didn't have the emotion behind it that the Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes match had, but it definitely had the end ring work behind it. The Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros, for me, was the match of the night. And that's harder for me to say because Cody and Dustin were there, and they put on a great match too. But the thing that the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros did absolutely showed everybody that the tag team division in AEW is going to mean something, and it's going to be a mainstream concept for them. They are gonna want to push that their tag team division is the best in the world, and I'm excited for it. Lucha Bros, obviously, for me, second best tag team in the world, and that's no knock on them. They just lost to the first best tag team in the world. Those are my two top tag teams in the world. Yeah, you got the Revival, but they're in WWE right now, and they're not doing much. If they came over, maybe they could become the best again, but for me right now, those are the two top tag teams in the world, and they showed you exactly why they are up there in the discussion. Now, this last one. This match went 27 minutes, and I don't think I wasn't entertained. I mean, literally, the entire match, I don't think I even mentioned anything on Twitter. I don't even think I looked away from my TV. Now, Chris Jericho had a very weird entrance. He kind of looked like he was Kenny Omega. Then he brought up the Jericho jacket, and then he came out. I'm evil. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho looked great. Chris Jericho had the look of just somebody you don't want to mess with. Now, the winner of this match ended up getting Two-Face Hangman, like I said earlier. And this was between him and Kenny Omega. Now, Kenny looked great. Kenny looked great. Kenny came out in a black and purple attire. Obviously, with his white hair, kind of had a purple tint to it tonight. But Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho put on a 27-minute match where we saw V-triggers, we saw code breakers, we saw failed attempts at the walls of Jericho, we saw failed attempts at the one-winged angel, and at the end of this match, the thing that ended up beating Kenny Omega was the one move that Chris Jericho added to his repertoire ever since their last match he just debuted, and it's a Judas effect. So it's a swinging elbow, knocked out Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega done. Now, they did want to mention this in this broadcast. They said Kenny Omega has only had the one-winged angel kicked out one time, and it was by somebody that's golden, that being Kazuchika Okada. But Kenny Omega, clearly, if he would have hit the one-winged angel, I think would have won this match. And they're probably going to protect the one-winged angel. Chris Jericho got the best of Kenny Omega in this situation, and I imagine Chris Jericho and Hangman are going to have a great match also. But I think Kenny's not done with Y2J. It's 1-1. Kenny won on the cruise. Jericho won on their first show, Double or Nothing. It needs to be one more. And as we were told tonight, All Out, Chicago, August 31st. Boy will be there, most likely. Don't quote me. Most likely I'll be there. Gotta go meet Janela. Gotta go meet MJF. But yeah. So, once again, this match was very good. We saw a new move from Jericho. And we also saw somebody new. Now, Jericho was celebrating in the ring. He was telling everybody that they should thank him. Now, I got up. I went to throw something away. Turn around, and everybody's going crazy. Look at the TV. Everybody's going crazy. I see this man walking through the crowd. I'm like, oh my Lord. Is that what comes around? It is John freaking Moxley. John Moxley. Formerly Dean Ambrose. But John Moxley makes his debut on AEW, and I was like, holy cow. That is a major acquisition. They're putting him in a big spot. They're putting him towards the top of the card already, and he hasn't even done a thing. He hasn't even done a thing. He comes in, he hits a DDT onto Jericho. He hits a DDT onto the referee. Then he goes for one on Kenny. Kenny starts fighting back. They take it through the crowd. They go up to where the poker chips are. And Dean Ambrose finally gets him. Or my bad. John Moxley finally gets him. Keeps throwing him in to the poker chips. Goes up to the top of the poker chips. And hits a DDT on Kenny. Kenny laid out. The end of the show goes off. John Moxley standing at the top, taking it all in. It was phenomenal. It really was. Now, I don't know if he's going to be added into the Jericho Hangman match that's going to be on, or if he's going to just face Kenny. I would imagine he'd just face Kenny in order to get another opportunity, but Jesus. Wow. Bringing in John Moxley for their first show in the main event had to get Vince crapping his pants. Yet to mention on the show, Vince was already crapping his pants when Brett unveiled the title. Now, I do want to point this out. Vince, we know he gave us WWE, but let's talk about everybody. He kind of looked over. Now, first we have the the main ones I want to talk about, I'll just go over the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, Vince didn't at first. Now he does, but Vince rejected the Young Bucks. No, we don't want them. We don't want them. Who are Nick and Matt Jackson? Who are these fools? They don't have the look we want. Cody was there. Cody got his release. He's not gonna focus. He's not gonna factor into anything. He doesn't have the look. Cody doesn't want to do the Stardust gimmick. We don't want him. Dustin got out too. We have no plans for Goldust. He's not worth anything anymore. Let's get him out. So, I would love to see Vince's reaction. I would love, he's watching. He's watching. Because they say they're not competition, but they're watching. I would love to see Vince's reaction when he realizes that Dusty's boys and 2 WWE rejects just stole the show from him. Just completely stole the show. Just completely. You do realize that the show they put on is the best show we've seen in a while. Yes, you can make an argument that Mania was a better show, but it wasn't. There was about 3 or 4 good parts of Mania. All around, this show did not disappoint at all. There was not a single match that I looked at and said that WWE's done anything better than that. I mean, the Battle Royal, better than anything I've seen on WWE. Kip Sabian and Sammy G. People were saying, oh, it's something like 205 Live. No, it's not. That was better than 205 Live. I hate to break it to you. Now, SCU made a tag team triple threat match look legit. A fatal 4-way through the women looked a whole lot better than whatever they tried to do when they push Alexa Bliss to do a roll-up pin on Bayley. Just saying. Best Friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans. I mean, it wasn't going to be your barn burner, but I mean, I'd much rather prefer that than seeing an Usos revival match where the Usos are half joking around about Usia. The 6-woman tag, much better than any 6-woman tag WWE's ever put on. Cody and Dustin, as I said, could be a match of the year candidate. Way better than whatever WWE's put on. The Young Bucks Lucha Bros, I think, is the match of the year so far. And that's way better than anything WWE's put on. Jericho Omega, another match of the year candidate. You can't get that in WWE. I'm sorry. If you're not on the AEW train, and if you're not open to jumping on it, I feel sorry for you, honestly. I'm not an AEW guy. I'm not a WWE guy. I'm a wrestling guy. And I'm going to support both, and I'm going to tell you how it is in both. Now, I didn't see any problems at all with that show. And a lot of people were like, you know what? They really turned me off by taking a shot at Triple H. I can't care less. I really can't. What are you supposed to do? Ignore the competition? I mean, what are they supposed to act like they're in different time or different universes? No. We should recognize the competition. And Vince is gonna have to put on a very good show this coming Monday to counter whatever went down on Double or Nothing. I know he won't. He won't do it on Tuesday either. He won't do it on the Super Showdown. He won't do it. He won't do it. He will refuse to do it. But I hope he knows that he's not the only person in town anymore. People are being given an option, and AEW is going to be successful. There's no debate about it. AEW will be successful. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on my next review.